Hi, we're Bill.
And Lisa, and we've got a plan. To live full-time on a boat.
Our classroom is a 32-foot tug that we've named Three Ravens.
We've learned an awful lot, but still have so much more to learn.
And we want to share what we've learned with you in hopes that we can educate and inspire you to follow your dreams.
Join us on our journey.
Well, the days are getting longer, the ice is beginning to come out of the lake, and I'm here on the boat doing a few last-minute things, getting her ready to launch, which is very exciting. As we've spoken with some friends about what we're planning on doing, which is living on a trawler, yet to be purchased, they often ask us, wouldn't it be more economical and, frankly, more environmentally conscious to be on a sailboat? And the obvious answer is, of course, yes. However, as I pointed out in the past, I have spent most of my life sailing. I love sailing. I have nothing against sailing, but it's a lot of work. And at this point in our lives, we're looking to take it a little bit easier. Well, one thing that sort of stands behind that question about environmentally conscious is, are you an eco-terrorist? So we thought we'd break it down and take a look at what environmental impact will we be having living aboard a trawler. There's really no easy way to figure this out. And I'm going to use fairly rough figures. I'm sure that someone along the line is going to refute some of my numbers. And I'm using these as pretty much a general guideline, not an exact science. So we're going to give ourselves an ecology report card. So we thought that we might start with looking at fuel usage between living at home and living on a boat. And of course, the type of car you drive will greatly influence how much fuel you're using each year. Now, I drive a Toyota RAV4, which is a hybrid, and gets about 30 miles to the gallon. Lisa drives a Camry and also gets fairly good gas mileage. Neither of us commute very far to work, and with the pandemic, we haven't driven out of state. But I'd say that generally speaking, we drive about the average number of miles per year. And according to the Environmental Protection Agency, who tracks this sort of thing, if you take the total number of gallons of gasoline consumed in the United States divided by the number of cars, you end up with about 656 gallons per year per car. So between the two of us, we will probably spend around 1,312 gallons per year. Now, we haven't even bought our boat yet, so we really don't know. But we are budgeting for about 1,500 gallons per year. So pretty much a wash between the two of them. But it does bring up the question, which is more environmentally friendly, diesel or gas? Now, diesel does have more emissions per gallon, but on the other hand, it also produces more power per gallon. So the two of them kind of equalize each other. However, we live here in northern Vermont, and heating our homes is a major use of fuel. There are, of course, any number of ways of heating and cooling a house. And without becoming totally geeked out, if you convert to BTUs, the equivalent fuel oil is about 500 gallons per household. That's 1,000 gallons between Lisa and me. So in terms of total fuel usage, that one squarely goes to the boat. Garbage, especially plastics, is a huge problem in the Bahamas. And you really can't think about being environmentally friendly without first thinking about how you're going to manage your own waste. Now, as far as waste management goes, our plan is to take things out of any boxes or cardboard or anything like that, transfer them into reusable storage containers, and then recycling on land any cardboard, plastic, anything like that. However, that still means that we're putting the cardboard, plastic, and whatever into the recycling, and that's going somewhere. So while that's better than throwing it into a landfill, and certainly better than bringing it down to the Bahamas, it's pretty much a wash because the environment is everywhere, not just in one particular area. Recycling in one area affects another area. So I'm going to give us kind of a equal score on that one. And then there are utilities. We will be completely off the grid. A boat is very self-contained. We will be making our own water and our own electricity. So I would say that this one falls pretty much on the boat as the winner. So while it goes without saying that being on a sailboat with an electric motor is by far the most environmentally friendly way to be, when we really take a look at it, it seems like we're slightly better than living in two houses with two cars.
Two cars, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think that you could call us eco-terrorists.
Two. So we will only be buying what we need because there's limited space on the boat. So we won't be participating in normal consumerism, right? It's so easy when you live in a house. Oh, I need this. Oh, I'd like to have this or that. And you just get stuff, lots of stuff. And all that stuff equals more and more carbon footprint. So I think we will have less of a carbon footprint there. And then lastly, I intend, I'm not sure exactly how it will look, but to be stewards of the ocean. I have lots of friends who are stewards of land, and I want to be, as much as I can in any way I can, a caretaker of the ocean.
Yeah, so I think the key is going to be conscious and aware of what we're doing all the time. Mm-hmm. If we don't bring it onto the boat, we don't have to get it off the boat. That's going to be a big part. And this will be the last time that you see this set or us in this area. My condo is under contract. It will be closing in a couple of weeks, and that is our first major step towards living on a boat. Thanks for joining us on our journey, where we are learning an awful lot and moving oh so close to our goal. We're Bill and Lisa, and we're going to live on a boat.